Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Stampin' Up demonstration. My name is Amanda. Today I'm going to show you how I created this lovely festive rosette decoration. You can utilise this idea. You can make them smaller, you can make them larger, hang them on trees, attach them to gifts. That would go around a bottle of wine maybe. And before I start, the basic principle of rosettes, it's nothing new. It's a very, very basic thing, but it gives really pretty results, really easy. So the basic principle is, however large you want your rosette, you have the width of the paper that you cut. So my rosette, for example, across here is 5 inches, so I cut my paper strips to 2.5 inches, and that's how you assess the size. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that. Just before then, I am going to use candy cane lane, apologies, not cookie cutter, candy cane lane I'm going to use again because I've used a lot of scraps. That's why I'm using it. I have just got in an order and I have received the beautiful Presents and Pinecone paper. I wasn't too sure what this colour here was, so I did ask on my demo forum that I'm a member of. And one thing that they did tell me, because I am a new demonstrator and I don't know everything, one thing they did say is if you look on the back of your paper stacks here, well, this is what I discovered, you have a label, and if you read it here, it tells you all of the colours that are in the paper. So for example, this one has cherry cobbler, delightful Dijon, emerald, early espresso, emerald envy, mint macaroon and whisper white. So those are all of the colours in that paper stack. So then that helps you coordinate it with your inks and your other Stampin' Up items because the colours are all there. So just thought I'd share that tip with you. You probably already know it, it's new to me. So as I find out new things, I share them with you. So, as I say, I've used the candy cane lane again, which I can't stop using it. Colours are so lovely and the pattern's so fabulous. So, what you start with to make your rosette, okay, is a sheet of 12 by 12. And you cut it at 2.5 inches, like so. 12 inches by 2.5 inches, and you need 2 of those strips. Because it's a larger rosette, you're going to need 2, okay? And you individually score each of these. This one isn't 2.5 inches because this is a scrap piece. My 2.5 inch ones are here. I'm just showing you for demonstration purposes. So you'd get your piece, which would be 2.5 inches, okay, to get the 5 inch rosette. And it's 12 inches long. And you score every half an inch. Every half an inch. All the way up, half an inch, half an inch, half an inch, till you get to the end. And then what you do is, don't score too hard. You don't want to go through your paper, although Stampin' Up paper is quite sturdy. But sometimes if you're a little bit overzealous, you might rip your paper. So you've got all of your score lines like so. So then you start folding carefully, okay, with your pincer action like that. And it's just like forward and backward. Just like when we used to make little fans when we were little girls. Well, I did anyway. Forward and backward. All the way along. And then when you get to the end, give it a good old squeeze. You can burnish it with your bone folder as well if you want. Okay? And that is how you get your concertina. I'm probably not teaching you anything new there. But that's how you do it. In case you've never made one before. Then you get your 2 pieces. And you join them together. If you've got a patterned paper, make sure you're running the same way. Now what you might need to do, and I'll just zoom in here, is you might need to just overlap slightly when you're joining them because you want them folds to keep on going. Okay, I'm going to use snail for quickness, and it's not too wide to use. So I'm going to attach it to that one. And just basically attach the two lengths together. Try and get them straight. Not always easy for me, that. And make sure that your folds still correspond and still carry on. I've done it right, have I? Yes, I have. Give it a good old squeeze or a burnish so that you've got your one long strip. I've gone a bit overboard with the snail there. Never mind. Never mind. Then you need to join your two ends together. Okay, so just go like that. You're making a circle at this stage. And again, joining them together. Again, making sure that, you know, the folds carry on following, as it were. Again, I'm going to use snail. You could use wet glue. You could use tape. I've decided tape's not a good idea for me when I'm filming, because it takes me forever to get the backing off of it, and it drives me mad. Right, so then you've got a full circle like so. Now this is the bit where some people struggle. It's really easy. All you're doing is you basically just flatten it. You're not going to do it any damage, just flatten it. There you go, keep hold of it. Now what you need is something to fasten it with. So what I have used for mine is the 2-inch circle punch and real red cardstock. I'm going to punch two, one for the front and one for the back. Again, you can use your own choice of what you adhere with. I'm actually going to use hot glue. You might think that's a bit bizarre, but it works and it's quick. So I'm going to push it down. I'm going to keep hold of it. You could even, let me just think, you could weigh it down maybe with a lighter punch. Don't use one of your big ones. Weight it down with a lighter punch, and then just put some hot glue on you, all over your circle. And then push that together so it's got a nice circle in the middle, and quickly get your backing circle on, pushing them pieces in so it's all neat and tidy. Just keep hold of it for a minute while it dries, okay? And if it pops open, it pops open, just do it again, it doesn't matter. Right, that's glued, so that's fastened down now, and see, I've got a little circle in the middle and it's all nice and neat. It's not a perfect circle, it doesn't need to be, it doesn't matter. And now I'm going to attach another one. Now this time, because it's already down, I'll be able to centralise it better. So again, I'm just going to use hot glue. Pop it in the centre and press. Now what you can do is you can cut your strips before you fold them with a fancy border punch or edging punch and have a nice cut out edge. You can layer them, you can do different sizes and layer them. That looks really cool. Now what I'm also going to do, if I just show you back to mine, I'm going to add some of the stitch edge ribbon. I'm going to make a little flower there. So I'm going to show you quickly how I did that. I got this is the stitch edged ribbon. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It is real red and white. And I got 28 inches of this and then cut it into 2-inch pieces. So you end up with 14. So this is a 2-inch piece that I've already cut, and I have pre-done mine so that my video isn't a week long. And you just get your hot glue. I don't know if snail would stick ribbon. If it sticks it on card, then it should. I don't know, but I'm using hot glue. Okay. Remember, if you end up with glue strands on your project, just whip over it with your heat tool and it will shrink them. Right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to put these strategically. So you're going to decide which is your top. So find your favourite part. I'm going to have my top. That's my top. And adhere some glue to one. And starting at the outer edge, go at 12 o'clock with one piece. I'm going to have it so that it's straight, actually, with just that fold there. Okay, just to give me a guideline of where I'm going. So then go round one at past. And so on and so on, and just build up like a flower shape. I don't think I need to tell everybody how to do this, but there may well be somebody around that hasn't done it before. And then we're going to go in these gaps here. You can slightly overlap, it's fine, it doesn't have to be perfect. A bit more glue. And there. And any untidiness here, oops, here in the central bit is going to be covered, so you're not going to see it. And there. Okay, and then we're going to go in again. Which way did I do it? Yeah. And we're going to do one going that way, and you just sort of come forward a little bit so that you're coming into this space here. I think I've cut enough pieces. 1, 2, yeah. Put one there. And then we'll go at that side there at the bottom and do the same. Again, oops, again you can add as many layers of this as you like. Do what you fancy, whatever you want. And there. And then I'm just going to do 2 here. Like so. You could add more if you want, like I say, or less. Right, that's that bit done. So then I did my little pinwheel. Everybody knows how to make these. How simple is that? Am I even in shot? Let me zoom out slightly. How simple are these? I got a, let me move my glue gun. All right, where's my piece of paper? Here we are. 3 by 3 inch square. Simple as that. Then just fold it corner to corner. No scoring. Doesn't have to be perfect. And again, corner to corner, just to give you those crease marks as a guideline of where to cut. Okay. Then all you do is cut up each of the folds, just leaving a really tiny space at the end. Don't cut all the way. Let me get my long scissors. I've only got my short ones out. So, again, from the corner to the middle, leaving maybe 1/4 of an inch. You don't need to leave a lot, but you need to leave some. Don't cut it all off. These are awesome. They make lovely little decorations. You can add these to cards, tags, anything. And these in themselves are an awesome little thing, especially as it's just a 3 by 3. And again, you can make them smaller as long as they're square. So it's a good way to use up your scraps. My dogs are barking, I do apologise. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're proper yapping. And then I'm going to use a glue dot. I'm going to put a glue dot in the centre. Has that gone on? Has it gone on? Oh, I can't see, always see if the glue dots have gone on the project. If them dogs get any louder, I'll have to pause. And then you get one corner and you attach it to the glue dot, like so. Okay, let me get my paper piercer and get another glue dot. Nothing ever goes completely to plan, does it? Not for me, anyway. I think I'm just destined to be a disaster of a paper crafter, but not to worry. I'll get there in the end. And then I'm going to put another glue dot. And then, so you're starting off with this corner, you just go to the very next corner on the next piece, like that, and keep going around. I don't know what they're yapping at. Probably a bird in a tree or something. Deary me. And again, attach that. And there you go. That's all you're doing. And then I just used a dimensional Stampin' Up dimensional and put that in the centre at the back. Pulled it off. Decide which way you want your pinwheel facing. I'm going to have it facing straight up like so, and try and get it centralised, and then just attach it like that. Okay, then what I did on mine was I just put a little stamp in the middle, and this stamp comes from, and I am ready here, it comes from the Candy Cane Lane Christmas set, and it's this little stamp here. I'm going to use a piece of scrap, and I have this marker pen, and I have chosen, what is it, I've chosen crushed curry, because I don't have every single ink, I don't have every ink pad that Stampin' Up sell. So what I did was I got myself the markers, so that if I just want an accent of colour, I don't have to have every single ink pad. So I'm just going to get this star, I'm going to attach it to my block, and I'm going to get the thick end of the marker and just lightly, using the side of the marker, brush over my stamp. And it does work because I've tried it. I'm probably doing it a bit rough. It is more time consuming than just stamping on a stamp, but stamping on an ink pad, but if you are limited for space, or, you know, whatever have you, then I think the markers are a really good idea, and you can colour on the stamps, and you can use different colours, which I'm going to do a demonstration on at some point. So I'm just stamping that on there, and then I'm going to just really quickly cut it out. See, it's stamped just as nice as ink, with my embroidery scissors. But I like them because they're sharp. I'm not terribly good at fussy cutting, so these scissors, I feel, help me. The new glasses are a big help as well, because I can actually see kind of what I'm doing now, although I don't know if that's a bad thing, because I kind of don't have an excuse for being really rubbish at stuff now. I can't blame it on my eyes because I've got new glasses, so now I'll just have to accept that it's the fact that I'm just a little bit pants at some things. But we don't all have to be, you know, perfect at everything. It's about having fun. Lots and lots of fun with your crafting. There we go, I've not done too bad a job with that, I'm impressed. Right, I'm going to go in the back there with another dimensional, because I know it's just about the right size for one. And it just adds a lovely 3D element to the whole project. I'm going to stick that in the middle, try and centralise it, use my pokey tool to get it in, and then I used a rhinestone. Which size did I use on my other one? Medium? No, I'll have a big one. Let's have a big one. Let's have some mega sparkle. So there we go, so that's that bit. Now, what I also did put on the top was a bow. So I'm going to try and be quick and do a, I'm going to need a bigger piece of paper than that, Amanda. Right, we'll use this one. Let's move this out of the way, we don't need that. Put my project back in shot because it's slipped out. Just tidy up a little bit. Right, so I'm going to use my bow builder now to do the bow for the top. I've demonstrated this before on several videos. Oh, what have we done? Let me do another one. You need 2 sets per bow. They really are quick to put together. I probably make it look a lot harder than it is, if I'm honest. But I generally do with everything. But, you know, at least it shows that anybody can do it. Anybody can have a go, you know. So I'll quickly make this bow. I'm probably on about 40 minutes now. Oh no, I'm only on 10. Oh, that's not bad, eh? I might still have some viewers. You might not have all fallen asleep. Come on. My hand-eye coordination is absolutely terrible. It really is shocking. It's bordering on embarrassing, but you know, I'm not that bothered. Right, I'm going to stick these two together. What have I got dangling on end of there? Get off. I'm not even joking. My crafting goes wonderful until I ever press play on a video camera, and then it all just goes out the window. It doesn't matter how prepared I am. Surprised dogs haven't started fighting in a cage or something. Right, I'm gonna add the tails to my bow. There we go. I think I need to not have such fiddly things on my videos, but they're fun, aren't they? They're fun to show. I love this bow builder. I could make these all day long. In fact, I have done. One afternoon, me and Alexia, we just sat and we got a tray and we watched a movie, and she punched and I stuck, and we watched a whole video, a whole DVD, and we just made these, and I had loads and I gave them out as gifts. Nearly done. We're nearly there, ladies. Hang on in there. We're nearly done. Right. And then I did, that's a bit wonky. Oh well. I'll send it to Karen. She won't mind. Whenever I make a project and it's not quite right, or I do a set of thank you cards, there's always one that's a bit smudged, isn't there? I send it to my friend Karen because I know she won't mind. Rather than waste it, I just send it her, so she probably does think I'm the worst crafter in the world because she always gets the reject. Right, I'm going to I'm going to use some dimensional edging to stick that on, I think. Don't need a full one, I'll just use half a one. Well, it's actually from the edge, you know, so you don't waste it, because this edge all the way around here, when you've peeled them off, you can still use it. I do anyway. Probably everybody does. You know, when you're new, you think you've you know, discovered something brilliant, don't you? And then you find out everybody already knew. Right, so I'm just going to attach this to the top here, like so. Give it a press, and here, presto, we're done. The only thing that you need to add then is a loop of ribbon, which I'll do really quickly. And I'm just going to eyeball how much. About that much. Oh gosh, I've cut that on wonk, haven't I? Just be careful when you're cutting this ribbon. You don't want it to fray and pull, because this is like a crocheted edge. It's very delicate, so just be careful with it. I won't want you spoiling your edge. I'm just going to glue these two together, these two edges, with my glue gun, just for quickness, to speed up the video, to be honest. Put them together like so, and then I'm going to just attach them to the back of here. Again, I'm just going to use glue. Hot glue for quickness, and the glue stick's running out. Typical. Just typical. Right, come on. Come on, let's have a video under 20 minutes. Find where your central part is and just stick it on there. Now, I am quite finicky, so what I would have to do is, if I show you mine, I did put a bow over to hide mine. I don't want to spend forever on my video, so I'm going to punch another circle out just for quickness. I'm going to put a load of glue on, smush it about, and just layer it over the top, because I do have to have things finished off neatly, else it bugs me. And there you go. You've got yourself a lovely Christmas rosette, totally handmade, very pretty. And very, very easy. My star's gone wonky. Let me just move it because it's bugging me. Come on. No, I'll have to take that off and centralise it because that will annoy me. Hold on, let me. Come on. That's better. Can't have it on wonk. Right, ladies. Give it a try. Have some fun. They are awesome. You can add loads to them. You could add marbles. You could add candy canes. You could add things dangling down. You can do all sorts to them. Go and give them a try and have some fun. Thanks for watching and bye for now.